All right, so I've got a couple of these, says Power Active, POE and LAN. Carrier POE adapter. Model UBI POE 15.8. UB Quit. UB Quiet. I don't know. Anyway, this is power supply for the internet for a POE, or a point of entry for wireless normally. So we're going to take a few of these apart and see if there's anything good in them. Going to do some of these. So this is helps with your point of POE, point of entry. It's a POE adapter. So normally you plug your power into one side, and then you plug your internet line in and internet line out on the other side. And it goes with those point of entry. Normally you'll see them in hotels and stuff as like a bubble or a globe or something kind of like that on the ceiling, and that's what puts Wi-Fi out, you know, through the hotel, so people can access it and that kind of thing. So these are not hard to open.
As you see that.
Yeah. All right. Just pop it open. Pull your circuit board out. Toss that in the trash. I'm gonna cut that piece of copper wire off of there, because that's a pretty decent piece. And then you're left with, this is not an IC chip, it's 2 legs on each side. It doesn't classify as an IC chip. What is it exactly? Nobody's ever told me. But we do have some dipped capacitors in here that we can take. You've got a transformer here. You got a roll of copper in here. There's a MOSFET here. There's another transformer. There's another some type of chip that's not an IC chip. You've got gold in the ends here. So I figured these were just going to be power boards, and that's basically all they are. Your power boards normally have transformers, a couple capacitors, a MOSFET or two, sometimes a couple IC chips, but they're worth checking out. The IC chips will have gold, and sometimes some of your plugs on here will have gold. So you want to take a minute to look at those and see. And also sometimes these pins in the power are going to be brass. Sometimes they're steel, sometimes they're brass, you know. So it might be something you want to go after later. I haven't figured out a good way to go after them yet, other than, you know, run it through a shredder or something like that. But and some of these things are super hard to get off of there. Alright, so basically transformers, just kind of grab them and twist them off of there. I don't have a decent set of pliers over here.
There's only one set.
We don't even know where the others went.
Yeah, they're in the shop. They're in my toolbox.
Oh, well, no wonder we can't find them.
Can't get the right person to go out there and look for things and find things.
Alright, so we've got a little bit more wire here. And again, anybody who does this, you know, everybody's different. You know, are you going after max value, or are you going after, you know, how you can create some cash flow fast. You know, are you trying to live off of it, or you want every last dime dollar that you can get because it's all extra money to you? What would you be doing with your time if you weren't doing this? You know, are you spending it with your kids? If you have little kids, that's kind of important. If you're spending it with your wife or significant other, or who knows, maybe she enjoys doing this stuff too, and you know, she wants to sit around with you and do it. For the most part, I've gone after max value, not counting my time, because I mean, what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this? Probably sitting around wasting time and not accomplishing anything. So I tend to go after the max. Sitting around tends to make me hurt, so this is something I can do for 30 minutes to an hour. Get up, move, go do something else, laser engrave or something, you know, and kind of keep going, because I can't hold still. If I sit down and watch a 2-hour movie, I'm pretty much done. You know, that's going to do me in. My capacitors I am keeping for
Dirty aluminum or breakage?
Yeah, aluminum breakage. Some yards will give it to you, some yards may not. Some yards may not even know what a capacitor is or what it's made of. So you may have to yep, tell them. But it's always nothing better than teaching the yard. So here's a transistor. We do know, well, I say we know, we've been told there is one certain transistor that is comparable to a gold corner BGA for gold.
First side, yeah.
Yeah, there's still a little research being done on that on our side. Not that I don't trust people, but you do kind of have to look after yourself, you know? So the only thing left is these, and I will probably add some heat and pop those along with the rest of this junk off of the board. So didn't really end up with a whole lot, but I mean, there's some motor stuff. You can sell your transformers and stuff as motors, or you can get the copper out, maybe some brass, you know, 4 dip things, a transistor, and a board that does have some copper in it. And I am still working on a way to get the copper out of it. So we'll see if that works out. So if that's something you're interested in, hopefully I'll be there one day. But I did go ahead and open up a bunch of these, and no, I'm not going to sit here and do all of them right now. I'm going to go ahead and steal the wire off of them though, so I don't have to deal with wire later. I already have that done. So when I originally popped them open and looked, I thought it was a, well, see, this one's got an IC chip in it. Even though all these are the same, they are different. So 2 of these have an IC chip in there instead of whatever those other things were. So those IC chips are worth pulling, because there may be gold in them. So just some food for thought there. Put that over there with the motors. This is something we're keeping. That's something I'm keeping. And I've been blessed because for the most part I've had a lot of extra space to pile stuff up. So some of this stuff that I yet to know what it is, I can just stack it until I figure it out. Thank you for the gifts.